I should be able to see both of y'all though. How do I get to that? Oh, there you go. Ah. Should I turn my thing to the side or something?
I mean, it might be better. You ready? There you go.
All right, cool.
So how you get?
Nah, shit. I mean, looks good. Y'all ready?
We ready?
Shout out to the real. Shout out to the fake. Shout out to that nosy snitch. He better stay in his place. Get in love. What we here? Chris Taylor, the legendary Chris Taylor. Been down with some of the likes of Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Death Row, Aftermath, legendary producer from the West Coast. And I can't wait to get into all your business, all the history we can unpack here this short hour. Introduce yourself, Chad.
Chad the Saga in the goddamn building.
Shout out to the real. That's my partner, Chad the Saga. Chris Taylor. Talk about it. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? My name is Chris the Glove. I'm the first DJ on the West Coast to scratch records with authority and execute them, go around and destroying other DJs. That was me.
So let me ask you something. So you said you're the first DJ that went around destroying people. So was there other DJs that was coming up around that time?
I discovered them as I went to different. It was like it was like being a traveling assassin. When you get to the next area, you see the oncomers. It's like you ever seen Fight Club? You don't know who you fighting. And when you finish, if you win, you don't care who you fought. So, yeah, it was when I started, the one name that kept coming across my plate was the Egyptian Lover. That's the name that kept coming across when I started. So him being about a year or two younger than me, he had started DJing. All these guys started DJing I was 18 when I started. I wasn't 12, like Flash and all of them. You know, I don't know how they even had the money to get the records or the turntables, or you have to ask your mom if you get the bathroom when you're 12. So all those 12-year-old DJs, I'm out on that. I know that I was 18.
You was 18? Well, I got something to say about that, because when I was a kid, my mother's boyfriend was a DJ. And, you know, I grew up with turntables around the house and stuff, but I still couldn't master DJing. I still suck to this day, man. Yo, I'm always mad about that. I always wanted to DJ, and I'm still trash. I used to break up my mom's boyfriend's needles and shit, just messing shit up. I'm telling you.
Hey, how old are you?
Right now I'm old. I'm about 45.
Okay, so I'm almost 20 years older than you. I'm 18 years older than you.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's boyfriend had turntables in the house when I was 12. Mm-hmm. Nobody's. They had a record player, maybe a platter, a Bang & Olufsen, you know, or that's if you're rich. Normally it was a component set. Remember the component set? Mm-hmm. Plastic top. You got the record player, 8-track, cassette, all that shit in there. That's what was around when I was trying to be a DJ. Imagine trying to DJ. So I got a quick story. The cat that actually showed me the gear, and I always like to credit him as my teacher, even though nobody showed me shit. He pulled this shit out. He pulled out the same thing I told you, a damn component set. And I was like, okay. Then he pulled out a SLB120 turntable. I said, whoa, okay. And then he pulled out a little mixer with a crossfader. Never had seen everything had knobs on it when I was DJing. Everything. I saw that crossfader. I couldn't wait to hear him get down. That dude was so dope. Tony Joseph, rest in peace. He laid down the dopest mixtape. I wish I had that tape today. I mean, he smoothly blended everything, and I saw the transitions. And that was the first time I could actually watch a master do it. Once I saw it, that's all she wrote. I had never, it was no YouTube. Shit, barely people had color TV. Shit. I mean, it was really that long ago. Cats don't realize that, but shit. I'll tell you, 10 years before that, people was all hyped about color TV, okay? How about that?
That's how far you go back. So what made you get into DJing?
Dude, I was a basketball player. I went to college to play basketball. I went to Cal State Northridge. I went to Northridge to be a aeronautical engineer. You know what that is? That's rocket science. So I went to school for rocket science and basketball. I wasn't that good at either one of them motherfuckers. So I switched.
I was gonna ask you if you was trash too.
I was good with the, let me tell you what happened with this aeronautical engineering. I was awesome at that, but I wanted to create a thing that would come back from space. And then they flew the space shuttle. I'm in college going, fuck, I'm like, broke all my pencils and shit.
Wait, what? you trying
That's what I was trying to make. And it was, you know, they had secret program. I had that shit for 20 years. How did I know? I was a kid. So I just quit. I wanted to make something that was already made. So I was like, fuck that. So I was walking down my street here, La Cienega, and there was a big ass empty field back in the day. And I asked the Lord, I was like, God, what can I do that I could be the best at? And he said, DJ. And I don't even know what that was. I said, okay, what's a DJ? That's the only time. Now, I always tell people about how God don't really talk to me, but that is the only time I remember I asked a question and he answered it. So it hit me in the head. And I knew it was God because I know what the fuck them two letters were. What's DJ? What is that? So I had to go figure out what it was that God told me I could be the best at.
Hold on. So you was walking down the street and you was talking to yourself like in a movie.
Nope, I was talking to God.
You was talking to God. And God just answered from the clouds, DJ.
Nope, from inside my head. I never heard nothing from the cloud. You understand? It's getting more to reality for you, ain't it? Because I know you done had the same experience in life with your cloud talk. So anyway, I was talking to myself. See how he tried to make me crazy? But you know, I know how to work an interview. No, I was not talking to myself. I was talking to the Lord, Heavenly Father. Lord, what can I do? And he answered me, DJ. And guess what? I'm the best DJ you ever met. Ask any of them. All of them. Flash, Egypt, everybody know. They don't, and it ain't no battle, because if it's that, we could do that too.
Amen.
Any DJ, bro. And I'll DJ on 45s, controller, 12s. I give a fuck. Let's go. So I'm the arrow on turntables.
So what about Kid Capri and Funk Flex and all that?
I don't give a fuck. Bring them on, bro. I tore up Grand Mixer DST when he had the #1 record in the country. Rock it. I slashed his ass at my club and radio. Ask him about it. He knows my name because of it. I got invited to the new music seminar after I smashed him and Cut Creator K DJ, rest in peace, because it was Bobcat. And I trained him. What? Oh, yeah.
Chad, you gotta give me, this must be some history right here.
He's dropping gems right here. He's dropping gems.
I'm the real one.
So you start D. So after that, you got the call from God, and then what happened?
So after he told me that, I went on. There was a space between that turntable viewing with my boy, rest in peace, Tony. I had to learn how to figure out what the fuck DJing was. So I'll go to Radio Shack. It's down the street from my house. I'm on the equipment first. I know I need 2 record players. Like I'm 17 really. Like what do you know when you're 17 years old, dude? You know how to ask questions. That's it. You got no knowledge. You can't even really dunk the way you want to, even though you dunking on niggas, till you see a grown ass man do a windmill. You like, oh, you know, you got to see it to know that you can do it. This visualization. So this is what I learned when I was a kid in high school. That was some of the first things I learned about seeing myself win. And that makes a big difference in life when you can see yourself do it. You don't need nobody else's inspiration. So I go on a hunt for the equipment. So as I said, I ended up at that house C in the turn. So I said, okay, I'm gonna give me 2 of those SLB 120s and that mixer. I ended up going, so I was in the broadcasting class at Santa Monica College. I got a student loan for $2,500. I asked my daddy, could I buy turntables and a mixer? He said, come on. So we went to go get them shits. I got the 2 turntables, the mixer. I got a GLI mixer. It had the fade. It was the only one. It was big. It wasn't little. I wanted that little one he had, but they didn't have it. So I got the GLI. It was a GLI or a Newmark. So I got the GLI. I should have got the Newmark because they don't break. So I got the GLI and I started in this garage I'm in right here. I hooked it up and I started trying to see what the fuck. So I was moving the fader, playing the records. Then I learned how to play records. I learned how to mix. That was easy, but I wanted to scratch and cut. I just didn't know what that was yet. I had not heard it. I knew I wanted to perform on these tables. So 2 years later, Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel comes out. Adventures of Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel. You remember that record?
I know what you're talking about.
That record was a turntable. It's all the way through. He cut up a bunch of records. It was like a mixtape on wax. I took that record and I learned every one of those moves, taught myself everything he did. That's why I tell everybody Grandmaster Flash is my teacher. I reverse engineered that record and then I started doing it on other records. And then it's like I said, the creative button popped and I could now go faster or slower. So I started going faster, cutting, you know, and so now I'm DJing. I'm cutting and I got now for Planet Rock. Okay. Nigga, I'm a DJ. Our whole objective was to fucking change the record and make you go, what the fuck was that? But you know what it is. That's the kind of DJ I am. But the main thing I do, and this is why I talk shit to all DJs, I don't give a fuck about all that wicky wacky, rickety. I'm keeping the dance floor packed. Can't nobody see me on that. And I scratch, and I cut, and I get cheers. I love the cheers. Oh. I love to blow the top off the club. I used to DJ a club called Paradise 24 in the 80s. Had like, it was like a tunnel, 1,500 people. DJ booth way up high. Club over at 159. I'm playing the hottest record at 158, and I just stop it. And the crowd go, oh. 1,500 people at the same time, bro. Let me tell you something. I was so high. I didn't even smoke weed till I was 30. I was high every night playing them records, bro. Now, I drank some alcohol back then. So, yeah, man, I'm the guy who'll tell you that he's good with that DJ and shit. Like, I'm the gunslinger that'll say, you don't want to have a shootout. I'll warn you first. They never listen, though. They get served. I'm also, now that, you know, I'm the fastest gun, I already proved that shit. It don't matter no more. I'm more along the lines of education and helping the young be as great as they can be. You know, that's what's important to me because I want to live in a world where everybody's dope so I can just walk around and see dope shit while I'm old. I don't want to be with haters and I don't like the new music and all these old niggas talking that bullshit. Hey, brother, when we was making the scratchy, they hated it. Nobody liked what we was doing. I seen Curtis Blow. Bernard told me this. That was his manager. Curtis Blow and them was on tour with Confunction and the Barcades and all these grown men. They 18 and 19, right? Them niggas used to break their turntables every night. They did it 6 times. The 7th time, they said, fuck these bats. You're not breaking our shit no more. We're going to fight back. And they left them alone. Because they was like, you guys ain't going to come on here with these records. We a band. Y'all taking our jobs, playing the records that we made already. We ain't getting nothing from that. See what I mean? That's the kind of shit we had to go through. It wasn't just people saying, our music was better. It's not golden era. Nah, it was life and death. Dude, I'm a hip-hop producer at risk to life. You see this?
Death row.
I'm a producer who was working at risk to life and limb every day. I didn't start at death row. I was at Ruthless. I've been with these crazy motherfuckers from day one. Not a scratch on me. But I tell you what, a lot of people died that were producers and DJs and chicks, entertainment people that should never be harmed in their business day to day. Maybe accidental, choke on something or get hit by a car. They was getting kidnapped, duct taped, and left for dead for 3 days and shit. Bodies found decomposing and shit.
Wow.
What year was this?
LA, it is not sweet, bro.
That's some of the shit you seen in your career.
I'm sorry?
You saying that's some of what you seen working at some of these establishments, working at the death rows, working at the Ruthlesses.
I'm saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it was dangerous times. The people I was with, they were dangerous too, but it wasn't dangerous to us. It was always dangerous to enemies, outsiders. It wasn't no internal. All that shit, niggas getting slapped, whatever, that's all bullshit, bro. I was there every fucking day. Ain't nobody slapped Snoop. Ain't no Suge ain't slapping up. Suge loved us, bro. He still does. If you listen to Suge Knight from jail, he sound more like a nigga who feelings are hurt, bro, than angry. He sounds like his brothers left him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen to that dude, bro. He's hurt. That's why I always say I respect Suge. I like Suge, man. I mean, I love Suge. I'm not even gonna lie about it because he's human. I love everybody, and I love the God in him, and I wish the best for him. I hate to see him locked up, but I know he's a mean-ass motherfucker, but you just gotta be, he never did nothing to me. I was with him every day. You gotta keep your mouth shut. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Cats, things will happen, and the thing that the person who it happened to will tell the story, and then that is always a bit more colorful than what really happened on their end. They never tell you what they did to get fucked up. They just said, "Man, them niggas beat me. I'm a victim." We told you not to use the phone, motherfucker, and you said, "Dre said I could use it." Bop bop. Oh, I heard them gunshots. Like, oh, I got up. Like, my normal move was to get my cup and walk like I'm going to get a drink. But I got up and I felt the look. I just set my ass back down. That's how you don't get your ass beat.
Stay out the way.
Real talk, bro. Y'all are some real men, bro. I don't see y'all getting your ass kicked. I don't think you ever got your ass kicked in you either, unless you got in a fight and you lost. Other shit. But I don't see niggas just, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up because this death row. Nah. Y'all look like the kind of dudes we would look past. Not them niggas behind them.
I know exactly what you mean.
You do. See what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. And it's like that in this hip-hop shit, bro. We live that life here. Niggas take so much of that culture, gang culture, street culture. It's so much of that in our business, our thing. That's why we're afraid to have our children involved in shit. I mean, really. Nah, nigga. No phone calls. Sorry, I saw you freeze and I knew a call was coming through. So
Actually,
I believe that, like I said, man, all that shit is I got older. I'm 62. So I don't have that same anger in the same place that it was when I was young. This kind of might be because I was mad that I was young and they wouldn't let me do it. Now I'm mad because I'm old and they got ageism, man. That shit is weird as fuck. I be telling them, like, so you think that if everybody over 40 was gone, it would be better? Boy, please. You don't even know how to be 50 yet. You 50?
I am.
Okay. Are you?
No.
So you
He
don't,
getting there.
I'm not, no disrespect at all. Listen to what I'm going to say, though. You don't know how to be 50.
No, not at all.
But people get mad when you tell them that. He knows how to be 50. He just learning. He just hit 50. But guess what? He know how to be 50. He's there. So that's the shit that I be trying to tell these hip hoppers. The problem is this: the reason we got ageism in hip hop is because the record labels discovered that they could fuck over us. We're the daddies. So when the daddies got fucked over, they kicked us out, and then they go get our kids and they tell them, "Don't listen to your daddy. He's a loser. He lost. Look, you the new shit. You hot. Don't listen to him." In reality, they don't want us to guide them. Imagine if all the OGs brought all the youngsters in, how the contracts would be different, how their lifestyle would be different, how the record companies would have to give up on the differences and just let artists be what we're artists, bro. We don't need no record company to be no fucking artist. Fuck art. Fuck. I fucking hate record labels, bro. They owe me so much money, bro. I see movies where the criminals is getting like 25 million. They owe me more than that. You know what I'm saying? And they like killing motherfuckers for that. I'm not killing nobody for my 30. It's still going up too because it's royalties. People listen to them songs every day. Fuck out of here, bro. That shit. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. No names, no nothing.
What's say about it? No names, no nothing?
No names, no nothing. Because I feel like I'm working on this project, right, about a singer who is presently living in their car, and they were one of the greatest singers of their time, almost like that kind of shit. And so we're doing a movie that's gonna get them out of their car, back into a mansion and shit like that, right? But I hate that. I hate seeing that. It's either sometimes it's your mouth. Sometimes you fuck up and you say the wrong shit and you get kicked out. You should know better to not say that shit. You should. There should be, bruh, there's no manual. It's like, hold up. Don't ever sit in it. Let me tell you something. So I compose music for film and television. I know I'm all over the place because I've only smoked one blunt. So I compose music for film and television. I've done shows. Have you ever seen the Parkers?
Yeah, the Parkers.
I did all the music for the Parkers.
I see.
You ever heard of? I did music on Girlfriends, One on One, All of Us, Eve, Cuts, all the BET shit, Played by Fame, Tiny and Toya, Frankie and Neffy, Keisha Cole.
I seen
all that shit is me. I got music in so many places that people don't know. I've been in your house.
Basically.
Okay. You might not know me, but I know you, nigga.
So when you working on these movies, how does that work? How does that work when you put the songs and music? How does that work? How does that go?
So you would like to know the steps to maybe get how that happens?
Yeah, how does that happen?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell a quick story from the beginning. The first time I ever did it, I'm a DJ in this club. After I finally got my chops up and people saw me, I started doing the house parties and then doing all the shit. In my neighborhood is a bunch of rich kids, so they told other people who hired me for big parties, and it just blew up. I just was in. So I'm DJing this, and then I was delivering speakers for my boy Jerry McGee, his company Audio Entertainment. And he told me, go take these to this place downtown. I want you to deliver these speakers and tell them, I told them you're a DJ. I think you're going to get a job here. They like what you do. He was not condescending. He was very cool about the DJ and shit. He was a DJ, but he played, back then they was still doing the oldies. It was new oldies, like then Marvin Gaye, but it's new. But they stay, you remember when your daddy listened to music, it was like oldies even when it was new.
Right.
You get me? Like he listened to the new stylistics. Okay, daddy, that's the new Isaac Hayes. Okay, daddy, that's, you know what I'm saying? He listening, the new Marvin Gaye. He didn't come back. Remember, he went to overseas because he got the tax. He came back in the 80s.
He came back.
My daddy, Marvin Gaye, boy, you got the first record. My only time my daddy asked me a request. You got that new Marvin Gaye? I play Sexual Healing like a motherfucker. Hell yeah, daddy. You told me I could buy a turntable. I don't take requests. I tell them eat a dick. But I'm very nice. I know how to, the funniest thing is when you're doing vinyl and they ask you requests, you go like this. Like, that's all I got, homie. You see it in there? I'll play it. So, back to that shit. Reckless was the first song that I did with Ice-T. The only song I did with Ice-T, but the first song that I did for my career. So I'm the DJ in the club where they film the movie Breaking. So they want to keep it authentic. So they want to keep me, Ice, all the people that are in the club, because they used to come to the club. That's how they came up with the concept of making Breaking. It was about the club and the street neighborhood. So as we were working on our scenes doing the movie, we had like 2 weeks we filmed there. I hear the producers over here talking about music. A friend of mine tells me to go talk to them. They talking about hiring African Bambaataa. You just bought that drum machine. Go tell them you African Bambaataa. Girls always could amp you the fuck up, bro. Like, go shoot them niggas. Hey, hey, you laughing. Y'all ever heard of Helen of Troy?
Yeah.
Yes.
I tell you, almost everything starts over a woman, man. Everything.
Hey, that face launched 1,000 ships, nigga. That's like 10,000 men, bro.
I tell people that pussy rule the world.
Tell me pussy don't be talking. Nigga, they crazy.
Pussy rule the
Be
world.
yelling. It be yelling.
Man, you gotta harness that bitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be powerful because every one of these chicks got the power to launch 1,000 ships, nigga. For real.
Agreed.
I mean, for
Shout
real.
out to the real.
I mean, think about it too. You got daughters? Anybody got daughters? I got daughters. Like, if she in trouble, nigga, it ain't nothing stopping you.
Not at all.
Let your mama, you gonna call all the homies and happen to be a nigga like you or so. You got some homies that's got skills. So now they got a problem. You know, they didn't want to do that, but it's too bad. So with the Reckless thing, it was cool because when they said that, I went on to talk them into allowing me to create the music. So that's how I got into that one. I did like about 5 movies from that conversation with the same 3 pieces of music, bro. It's been in Missing in Action.
Juice? Was it in Juice? Was it in Juice?
No, not Juice, but it was them songs was in Missing in Action. All the Canal movies, like any Chuck Norris movie, 1, 2, 3. I was in all of them. The Ninja movies, my music was in them. All the canon, because they own that music, so they put only their music in their movies. So I got in a bunch of shit because I did that for them, even though it reverted back to me or my ice or not. But we was just artists, so we was just collecting our parts. And I was a producer and a writer, so it's still portion. All of that adds up to not even half of the revenue on a record. I hear niggas talking about, man, I want my publishing. Bro, if you get $1 on a record, publishing is 10-cent split. You want this dime here? Fuck the deal up because or why don't you just say record it at my spot? Now you on the master. Fuck publishing. They can't do shit unless you say yes. And you control, because of most favored nations, you control the fee. For instance, if Chad wanted to have his record on I called Chad up. Hey Chad, how much for this record on the movie? 15,000. Okay, cool. And I call you up and you're the label. I can't read your shit. Yours says Highly. What's your first name? Or what do you call?
Smash.
Smash?
Yeah.
Got it, Smash, and I apologize. Smash, you the record label. You own the master. He got the publishing. He want 15,000. You tell me you want 150,000. Because of most favored nations, both of y'all will get 150,000. And it becomes a $300,000 thing instead of 15,000. You get it?
Wow.
You control, the master controls that shit. That's why they call it the master. But you get it though, right?
Yeah, I get it.
They got names, but they really mean that shit, bro. Listen to what people say. I'll tell you a trick. When I was a kid, they taught me how to spell, right? They was like, okay, witches cast spells. And so when you make a spell and it's a witch, you put letters together to make words and spells. Wait, you mean to tell me that when I put letters together, it's casting spells like a witch? Exactly. That's why it's called spelling. I'm going to leave that for a sec.
Yeah, you might have to leave that. You might have to leave that. I know what you're trying to say, though.
Ain't no try. Words create everything on this earth. Either written or spoken. You got to put it down. It's words. It come from here. Because it come from here, this the only way through. And the only way to go through here is with words. It's magical. You can kill yourself by saying, I can say the wrong thing to y'all and y'all will come to my house and kill me. Or I can say the right thing and y'all will come to my house and save me. You know what I'm saying? It's like the tongue is everything, bro. So the spell, is it magic or is it reality? Do them words get you fucked up for real? Like, can you say some shit to some niggas like Crip and they beat the shit out of you? Yes, you can. That means to put them 4 letters CRIP. When you spell them, you cast a spell on yourself, or BLOOD, or folks, or disciple, or whatever the word is.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking bad spell. Or the word nigga to the wrong person will get you killed.
Right.
You got to look it up, lad. I'm telling you, that spelling is exactly what it is. It's casting spells when you put words together, and you create feelings too. I see you guys feeling away. You create that kind of stuff. See what I'm doing? It's magical, like the smoke, bro. Everything. And but anyway, so now to move forward, to get music, let's say on the Shy or something that you like, a TV show that you like, you need to find out who is the music supervisor or the music editor, being a better, easier way. If you can get your music to the music editor, it's easier. But all the big labels, networks, ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, they have what's called an approved vendor list. That means if you ain't on this list, your music ain't getting on this show. So to become an approved vendor, you got to be doing composing or know somebody, or your girlfriend's sister is the producer or some kind of shit. Like the guy I was working for, the composer, this dude, I've been working with him for 2 years. His niece decides she want to do TV. Next thing I know, she producing, like, I want to say, what was that shit with Simon on it?
Simon.
Yeah, Simon.
American Idol?
Yeah, nigga, she became a producer on American Idol, nigga. That's nepotism. That's what they call that. Like, she didn't know how to do shit. Now she don't want Emmys and shit just from being connected to her uncle. Trip off of this. She's a white girl. Her uncle is black. She went further in this business than him. Only he's richer because he creates music and he's a composer. So he still got property. Those are properties. Every time you make a piece of prop music, and see, he got them in TV. This nigga got, bro, the highest now. Like, okay, I just seen Dre's royalty checks and shit. I saw his ASCAP once. It was like 180,000 or some shit for the quarter, right? This nigga here, he be getting $1 million every 4 months.
Wow.
For oh shit.
Money making money while he sleep.
That's why I got into this. In '84, I started making money while I slept. All these other cats, they was trying to make records. I'm still making money. They do it. They be like, how you making money? I'm in the garage practicing. I'm making money. I'm walking to the store. I'm making money. Because my shit's out there. It's in the ether. You got to have those kind of income streams or you lose. If you ain't making money while you sleep, you will never make money.
Amen.
You can have a job and get a check and buy a house. You go, oh, everything going to be owed. You have to go to work. You can't just, not me, I work whenever the fuck I feel like it. Not because I'm rich, but because I just always been like that. You know, fuck it.
Fuck
like, everybody always say, when we was young, people say, how you do that? I'm independently wealthy. They would laugh. Hey, I'm here. I didn't even have to pay to get in, and I'm going to get free food too, because the bitches are smiling at us like, nigga, the most important advice I ever got came off of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's the second most, the 2 pieces. I say the most, one is for my music and one most important for life. The one most important was on Fast Times at Ridgemont High. This motherfucker was walking with that dude, Ratner, and he was like, man, dude, you want to take her out? It don't matter where you take her. You got to tell everywhere you go, that's the shit. That's it. He was like, they was walking in a grocery store. He looked at that dude, he said, isn't this great? Look, you with me. And he was like, yeah, he got him with it. Like he was a straight, that's life, bro. Everywhere you go, that's where it's at. They had the Super Bowl.
Shit, right?
Motherfucking right. I'm having a ball.
That's
at
how
home.
I feel, man.
That's how you supposed to feel.
Everywhere is this shit, man. What do you mean?
You're winning, bro. If you don't feel like that, you're losing. You got to make it where you're at. I heard this young kid walking through the parking lot one time. He probably had 3 followers on this shit. And he was telling us, homie, man, if it ain't us, then what? If it ain't us, then what? And I was like hearing him say that walking down the street, like, this motherfucker's right. Like, fuck everybody else. We should be us.
Yeah.
If it ain't us, it ain't important.
That's a fact. Gotta believe in your own shit.
Yeah,
Gotta keep
man.
moving,
So
gotta keep grinding.
yep. But so beyond the approved vendors list, there's other little sources out here now. I see them on Instagram and stuff, but mostly those are scams, man. Don't fuck with nobody that's telling you they can get your music, but they gotta charge you. If they gotta charge you to put your music on something, they ain't getting paid doing that. They getting paid charging niggas for this. So that's why I be telling people. My girl be watching these gurus on YouTube all day long, all these money people, and I'll be looking and I'll be like, I gotta go studio. I come back, she looking. Oh, I gotta go this. I come back, she's still watching. I'm like, babe, if that dude is still sitting up there on that fucking camera, he don't do the shit. He don't sell houses. He's on the camera. He's
That's
in
his
front of
9
you.
to 5.
Right. When is he selling houses? He talking to you about selling houses. He ain't selling shit. Go sell. Like they keep these dudes. Oh, they're rich. I watch them on YouTube. Yeah, that's how they're rich, from YouTube. Not from the thing that they're trying to sell you. They don't know how to do that shit, or they will be doing that shit. They wouldn't be sitting there with you on fucking YouTube. You don't see me on YouTube like, let me tell you how to produce. Let me tell you what you're doing wrong. Like, fuck, bro, I'm sitting here producing, trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing wrong. I got this new shit I'm doing, though. I got a TV show. I never had a chance to, I haven't done a documentary. I'm writing my book, blah, blah, blah. But I don't want to do that shit. I always want to be, you can tell I'm a little bit weird. So I got a TV show that I wrote, like a 6-series mini series thingy, where it's like about me and my daughter. We get this restaurant, Japanese soul bar in the middle of nowhere, right? And I inherit a marijuana grow secretly, right? So watch this. But it's not in this reality. It's in an alternate reality, but it's just the same. It looked the same until you start hearing them talk about politics on the news. And you hear everybody that's in politics is a music guy, like 50 Cent is the ambassador to fucking so-and-so. And, and so what happens is during this time, Dr. Dre becomes president. So they have to debrief me because of my work with him previously. So I have to go back to LA and get debriefed. And that's where I talk about what I've done in my life. To tell, I can tell my songs, what I produce. You get it in a debrief with flashback and acting and shit like that. In the midst of, now the show though, we on this bar, but on Saturday nights, it just so happens that this city is like the karaoke king of the world. These people come on Saturdays for karaoke. They bring their own mixes and shit with their voices, like all the harmonies and shit, right? So we found this out by being there. Every karaoke's 500 people in the bar. Karaoke, cracking. We had to do it outside in the lot with a stage. So I started doing karaoke for the show. I come in as the owner. I said, fuck it. They beg me to get on there because they think I'm just make fun of myself. And I halfway sound decent. I got these 6 songs that I'm doing and I end up, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that's that shit. And I got these songs that I do like I know y'all are on it real quick. I don't know if you can hear this. Watch this. If it decides to act right, I don't know why she's doing that.
Can you mute us? No, I hear it.
So that's Sarah's Smile, right? So what happens is I made these and I started playing them on my Instagram and the chicks fucking love them, bro. It's crazy. I got a Sam Cooke one I did. I'm about to put this out. I was in a singer group anyway. I'm not no singer, but I can carry these tunes. I feel like when you sing great songs, the other people are singing them. It don't matter. You driving around singing it. And my voice don't matter. As long as you can sing the melody, you be like, I know this. Sarah, Smile. Everybody starts to, so when I perform, they all sing the hook. And that's how I get invited to be in the championships and blah, blah, blah. And we hold them at our bar. So it's kind of a cool way, but it's going to have all the hip hop edge. It's going to have all the Miami Vice power type shit in it too, with the flashbacks. And remember, my musical career encompasses Death Row, Ruthless, and Aftermath. A bunch of cats died during that time, that rap. Some were murdered, still unsolved. You follow me? It's like a lot of that shit in this. It could be my life story, got a lot of drama, comedy, whatever. So it's like, I don't know, Beverly Hills Cop meets Juice. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But with singing.
Was you part of that when Dr. Dre was in the R&B group that turned out the lights and all that? You was part of that?
No, I have to say I was doing, me and the Egyptian Lover was rocking out the sports arena and shit. Like they was Uncle Jam's Army, but I'm like a member. It's funny, when you're good, you get to be a member of all the teams. Like how Jordan was Dream Team 1 and 2, and he on all, I seen he been in it's a whole lot of shit they did that we don't know, like pickup games and shit that they would do and shit. And you know, they have it's a lot of that basketball life. Same thing with this hip hop. I wasn't fucking with that. I mean, in Egypt, we was doing the other thing in the streets, getting built up as, I wanted to be a famous DJ. Remember, I didn't want to rap, sing, none of that shit. I'm not rapping on that. That's Ice-T. Turns out, I started rapping 2 years ago. I started writing rhymes and rapping. I write rhymes in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. Like, and so I could have been doing that shit then.
Hold on. You can spit it right now too?
Huh?
You can spit it in Portuguese and Spanish?
Yeah, bro, I spit Portuguese, I spit Spanish. I mean, cada momento, mi gente, porque yo represento 100%, es cierto, la calle, no sé de todo el mundo. Tú quiero ser duro, yo quiero ser puro, con mucho orgullo. You know? I rap many languages. And like the flow is, so that one I didn't write, but I learned how to write in Spanish. My boy sent me a rap, and the Spanish part was one way, and the English was another way. So I was like, nah, the English shit should be in. So I flipped it. I used translator, flipped that shit around, found the shit that was slang through the rap. When he heard that shit, he was like, yo, you don't need me no more.
That's some fire shit. Even to recite it, that shit is fly.
Thank you, man. And then I ended up writing, I've written over 30 raps now, my songs. I got 35 songs. My album is this. I call it the Forever album. It's Red Shirt Freshman, right? I'm gonna put all the music that I've ever done in my life on this album. It's an upload, you know, since everybody's on that shit. So every time I do new music, I send it out. And so right now it's 35 songs on it, but I charge $10 a song. So that's $350. Plus I got my audio book on there, part 1. So I figured artists selling their own shit, $10 a song ain't bad. Fuck you, $350. I mean, if you can't afford the whole lot, it's because you can't afford it. It ain't because it ain't dope. So, and then I learned tricks too. Like you can tap into cats. You can almost insult people into buying your record, man. All right, it's okay. I know you can't get this. Oh no, hold up. They end up putting shit together to try to make it work, just because you told them they couldn't. I ain't worried about that because I wanted to get. When you hear about it and see the commercials, it'll be $1,000. I want to have $1,000 album, and I want people to buy it, and they will. Because what I'm doing is this. Watch this. So this is how I get down. Let's say I got people who bought my record when it was $20. When it gets to be $300, I told them, I said, listen, bro, if you know somebody that wants to buy my record, sell yours to them, and I'll give you the record back for free. Like just sell it to them for $350. Or if it's $1,000 now, hold on to you. My girl bought 5 of them. When it goes to 1,000, she gonna put them on eBay. They're gonna be because imagine I get famous. Imagine I become anything with this. People gonna pay with it. How much? Okay. With my album, you get into all my shows for free. You get to all my events. It's a list. If you get in that list, and it'll grow as I get more money. First it'll be 10 people, then it'll be the whole fucking 20,000 arena. Imagine if Rihanna had a concert where all the people who bought her album got it for free, but the people who didn't had to pay them high-ass prices. Okay? So that creates a great performance energy because when you perform, them people, they know all your songs. Okay, so Billy Joel, every time he performs, he buys out the first 2 rows himself with his own money, and he takes the people from the highest seats and puts them in there. Because he said, those people are not posers. They're singing my songs and they love them. I want to perform to them. And that's what I'm trying to do. So now,
smart.
Trip this. Now you at the show, right? We just got up to, we in the sports arena or something. We got 20,000, 15,000, right? everybody that's fucking with me, it's a community. So all y'all that's first buyers, y'all are also now merchants. You can sell your shit at my show. I don't give a fuck. You got shirts and hats set up over there. You part of the crew. I'm trying to create a community of growth. Everybody make money. You bought this. It's like a low-key NFT. It's an investment. And I'm like the guru. I'm going to teach. Oh, you want to make money? And I got my Discord and I got other shit. I'm going to give information. I'm never doing a master class. I'm never going to record myself telling people how to produce, but you can come and see me. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay. I'll do a school. I'm building on that now. If once you record yourself, they don't need you no more, especially with AI. They could kill you and keep your shit going. I could be performing every day. Chris the Glove just went virtual. No more live performances. And they just sell tickets to that shit. Signs, big ass screens of AI me doing it. They think it's me. So, you know, that's one thing.
You don't agree with AI then?
I love AI, but I don't want to use it. I don't want it used against me as a replacement. You understand? Like, as far as not in my talent or none of that can be replaced. They can physically replace you. Literally. I've seen this shit where they have you seen those scams where they'll have your child call you on the phone and say they're kidnapped? Nigga, that's an AI voice. You cool with that?
No.
Oh, not at all. That's
yeah,
crazy.
You ain't cool with that, but you know, like I'm not cool with that, but I am cool with AI, but I see the evil that it can be. I mean, fuck, bro. Call an old lady. She'd have sent her money before she checked anything off of a phone call with the voice. I see old ladies use it off a click on the computer. And man, fuck it, bruh. These scammers is no joke, bro. They don't give a fuck about humanity. So, but AI in itself, it's a flip to that too. Like, for instance, it's not as great as everybody thinks it is. It's like a 2-year-old child. They talked all that stuff about Sora and too bad the brother bought that new complex to make movies because Sora's this. He spent $100 million on that. I'm like, bro, that Sora shit ain't gonna be dope for years, bro. Don't trip. And when it is dope, it's gonna be hella expensive. You may as well use the people. It ain't gonna be what it's supposed to be for us for years, bro. It ain't gonna be nothing affordable where we can run it up and make money and shit. Like now, you can do it with all this written stuff, but they got laws now where you got to put written by AI or assisted by AI on your shit because they can scan it and tell. Ha! How about that? That shit deep. So yeah, I like it because I use it for other things. For instance, I feel like it's like a gun. You can be a cop, or you can hunt for food, or you can be a killer and a robber. Like it could be good or bad. It's like the gun. The gun is a great thing. I hate that it kills people, but the threat of killing helps save lives too. So it's
a gift and a curse.
Weird, right? So I believe that AI is a great thing, and I don't know about it killing us eventually or any of that Terminator shit. Because I mean, be honest with you, the AI, they think they smart. They in a box, bro. I'm thinking, I'm growing hair, I'm walking, I'm growing, I'm running digestion systems. I got some people are sick or healthy, or I got white blood cell count being counted. Bro, we're so much smarter than any fucking AI. One cell in it, they want to make humans in the computers, bro. We're the shit. Like every cell in our body. Do you know that you're a giant storage device? That's what DNA is. You remember everything you've ever done. It's all in your body. However you intake it. If you were asleep, you heard it and smelled it or whatever. If you were awake, you saw it and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? All that shit is being recorded.
It's recorded.
In there.
Yep.
And all the people you are ever related to is recorded in there. That's how you flash back, or why your nose is not the only thing like your great, great, great Uncle Johnny. You also got the same brain, you know what I'm saying? Or the same, spiritual energy. Like it's other shit you don't see that you picked up from them too. And that's what people always say, see this, like we see all of us, but there's half of everything we don't see because it's invisible, but it's still powerful. It's like them spells I was telling you about, them words.
Yeah, DNA is a mug. I mean, you know, it travels. I mean, I was just like my pops, and he wasn't even around. Shout out to him.
Really? You end up having same kind of attributes too?
Yeah, we had the same like, you know, one time, I mean, when he did come around, you know, one time I was looking at him, you know what I'm saying? I was from a distance, and he was just moving just like me, like everything I did, like my walk, my stance, like my pose, how I think, you know, certain things that we do that was alike. And that's how I stopped, you know, being mad and shit. I was,
You
oh,
know what? That's
what?
congratulations to you, bro. That's a very important step in life to not be mad no more.
That's
Mine
right.
ended up leaving after. I'm not mad no more either. He passed on since, but I never talked to him again after 30 years, really. But I'm not mad. That's just how I go. The chick sometimes fuck it up for you. You know what I mean? What can
The
you
who?
do? The chick, your mama, you know,
Oh,
that was
oh,
their thing. The chick, that was his
oh,
girl.
yeah, yeah, that was his
It's
girl.
my mama, but
Yeah,
they
yeah,
got that vibe. So I got chicks. You get it? Like,
yeah.
Mm.
so I wasn't mad. I'm like, whatever. She wasn't ever bad mouthing either. None of that. I didn't have none of that in my life. And I don't bad mouth none of my. I got 2 exes that live in Texas. That's why I moved to New Orleans. So, you know, I don't.
So what's the craziest thing you know, some of them girls have done?
I tell you what. One time I stumbled into a good producer's friend of mine's house, who I will not say his name. Great producer, one of the greatest, if not the greatest. Definitely a great assembler of talent. Right. It was his birthday. And we're single. We're 29, 30, 31, something. We're young. I walked in this dude's house. Actually, I'm with him. We go to the house. The homie opens the door and she just got on a belly chain, right? That's it, right?
Mhm.
I say the homie, but you know it's a badass bitch, right? Just take the homie and place the baddest Kardashian or Gabrielle Union or whatever's your shit. That's who it was. So then she goes, she got a platter. The nigga put his keys on the platter. He's like, come on, glove. She says, follow me. Now, I know this girl. I'm going to tell y'all what y'all have seen her in TV shows, too. She was in, how about this? She was in that song, in that movie where dude said, he sounds so beautiful, don't you agree? Remember they had them girls stand up on the stage and Coming to America? Y'all saw Coming to America?
Yeah.
It was a light skin one up there with her hair up, real pretty, walked up to the front. All of y'all have just seen her in your brain. I see your faces. You know who I'm talking about. That's who answered the door. Ass naked.
Damn, I got
So she turns around and goes up the stairs, right? I never told this story in public, right? But we don't know who this person is that I'm with, right? Remember now, no names. So we go up the stairs. I see what's kind of happening. So I turn around and go to the kitchen. I'm like, this is personal, nigga. It's your birthday. I'm out. I'm out following the naked bitch in the room with you. Like, nah, nigga. So I went to the kitchen. And my homeboy was parking the car. So I said, hey, come here, Ben. So we went back to the kitchen. He said, I'm going to go see what, nah, nigga. Stay over here with me, man. Hang on. So my man come back downstairs. Glove, come here. So I'm like, okay. So I go and I reluctantly go up the stairs. And now he goes through his room into this bathroom, right? It's a long ass hallway. I'm like, okay, because I know the weed is in there, right? It's a basket to keep the weed in, right? So I'm thinking he taking me to get to grab the weed, which I never needed an escort. So I figured maybe whatever. So we hit that corner and we walk past the weed. I'm like, what the fuck? We walk up to the shower. There's 7 bitches in the shower washing themselves. Look just like that bitch that just opened the door. 7. That makes 8, right?
8.
I said, I'll be back. Wait, the best part. I walked up. They all turned around and said, hi, Glove. I knew all of them. I turned around and said, I'll be back. I said, hey, and I'll be back. I went and grabbed the whole basket of weed. And I went downstairs. I said, I'm going to roll this up. I was like, fuck this nigga. I'm out. You finna be fucking all these bitches? Man. Today? Fuck. Come on, Ben, let's go. But we didn't leave. It was some other shit. I ain't gonna tell the other shit, but it was them niggas, man. Let me tell you, these women and them Them celebrities, bro, they do anything for these dudes, man. I've seen some crazy with the women,
Apparently
bro.
they still do.
I said that. I didn't say they did.
Oh, yeah.
It don't stop, bro.
No.
That's good times.
And then so
It's
it's fun.
dangerous now too. It's dangerous nowadays.
Yeah, that's the part, right? It's dangerous now. So now you can't fuck with them. Take them to your hotel room because you're gonna get drugged, robbed, and killed.
Stuck up.
But
And,
wait though, how about this?
Or
Watch
sued.
this. Nigga, that
Anything.
shit is not even new, bro. In 1992, I'm in New Orleans. We at the club, whatever the shit was there. After the Bayou Classic, number badass red bones in every place. I met a girl. I came to see a girl, so I knew she was cool. My buddy wanted to take these chicks to the spot, and I was like, nah. Cause in New Orleans, that's where that shit started. Them chicks was the ones that was fucking jacking niggas and killing them, bro. They would have, what happened is, so what we would do is get 2 hotel rooms. We would get a room with the bitch, fuck her, and then make an excuse, be like, I'll be right back, and then go to their own room. Cause they got 2 niggas, and I seen niggas coming down the hall. They kick in the door, act like they robbed both of them, work the chick over a little bit, fuck you up, take your money and shit, and you scared for her. Shit, nigga, I learned that shit in 92. I'm 62. I'm not fucking around with, hey, bruh, first off, if she ain't 50 years old, I'm not even interested. Go get your mama. Come back when you got your mama. I want to see your mama.
So you only hitting things of 50 and above.
48.
48?
So my second ex-wife, she is presently 44. So, and I'm 62. So you see how I was getting down. It was 20 years on these bitches. So like that ain't nothing new, right? So I don't gotta do that to have done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, I gotta get a young bitch. Nah. They don't know nothing. These young bitches, they just want to ask you questions, bro. They'll fuck, but they want you to teach them. And I'm not here to teach. I need somebody. My buddy told me this. When I was your age, 40-something, I said, nigga, you crazy. I'll never go out with a chick even close to 10 years, nigga. Are you nuts? That body got to be 25. You know, I'm 40 then, you know, so it wasn't that bad. But, nigga, then I got to be whatever. I had to. Man, look. Seasoning is a thing that he said. I look at some of the better looking chicks and the ones moms, their face got a thing. They still look good, but they got something else. That's the age. Now, see, I'm looking at them from 62-year-old eyes. So I like the age. If I was 22, I want that one. Long as they work out, nigga. I went to 48 gym girl and up. But not like my girl, I think she 8 years younger than me. She 54. That's like the closest I want to get. 8 years.
You ever paid for some cooch?
What's that?
You ever paid for some cooch?
Have I paid?
Yeah, have you ever paid for some cooch?
Hell yeah. Let me tell you, so I was married, right, for 22 years, basically, right? So, well, actually, I married my first wife. I was married for 5 years. We get a divorce, I jump right into the next wife. I was in a relationship with her for 22 years after. So I've been married for 27 years straight, right? So after I got unmarried, I with the same mind of not fucking with the bitches because they jackers, and I happen to look like I got money or whatever. It's, you know, car or whatever. I know what it is. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to none of these clubs, trying to meet no bitches. My boy was like, we could go to a spot over there on Manchester. What spot? You know, it's like so-and-so. You can pick the girls. They tell you who's there. He showed me an app. It was called Rub Maps. That's what that shit was called. And it got all the massage parlors in it across the country. And he said, and they all got write-ups. So you know which ones are fucking and which ones ain't and shit. So I went and checked out a spot. I went a couple of times. Like I was, and then at the time I was cool with it because I was like, it was cheaper. It's like $200, right, with a tip. And I'd take a chick out for $200 on my part. I'm spending $400. So I was like, hey, I like this. It's convenient. And then, so I had a chick. I had this one for 2 weeks and then another one. They got the thing when they pretend to like you and they text you. They give me your number. They take your phone and they text you, hey, baby, you coming over? So it becomes like a girlfriend shit. That shit fly as fuck, right? But then I found out just fucking is whatever. I like to kiss and shit, man. So I'm obviously a romantic. So I'm not kissing them bitches. So I had to cancel it, bro. I did it like 3 times. I can't. It was cool, but I gotta have a romantic
No
vesting in it to
passion.
really. And so
you want to eat the box.
yeah, and I'm a raw nigga too, so I'm not even fucking around. And hey, look, from day one, since I was 19, nigga, that's where I grew up. The worst shit you could have was herpes. It wasn't no fucking AIDS, none of that shit for years. If some motherfucker want to fuck with a monkey,
Oh, is that
all of a sudden this shit.
Is that what happened?
Hey,
Always a monkey.
that's what they say. But you ever think about this? That wasn't the first time somebody fucked with a monkey, bro. Like, well, how the fuck all of a sudden now it's AIDS? That shit ain't no monkey. So I learned that AIDS and a condom and a cure were created in a lab at the same time. I got a source too that's pretty much true. The Club of Rome. Y'all ever heard of Club of Rome?
Nope.
You heard Illuminati though, huh?
Yeah.
See what I mean? That's a lesson right there, y'all. You can think about that later. Club of Rome. Remember that. There's lots of them. Bilderberger Group, Trilateral Commission, all that shit. They all the same. They got agenda. That's some other shit. That's political. That's part of hip hop, though. We love conspiracy. And so, like, I understand that shit completely. I know that there's things. I've lived long enough to see a loop. Things happen again. You gonna see it real soon, Chad. Smash, you right around. You might have seen some shit with our music, but you gonna see. I'm hoping the loop come. I get this Sam Cooke shit out and people back on that shit. I did a Sam Cooke song. My mama love it, but I don't know about my daughter love it too. That's hopeful. The young girls, like my daughter's 19, so. That's still hopeful for us for our music, our romance, our R&B. I'm an R&B guy. Even my rap is, I rap to the chicks, or, it's mostly brag rap, what you do, blah, blah, blah. I've been listening to these motherfuckers, bro. They ain't saying really nothing. Nobody does. They just got cool songs. They got cool little parts. Nikki, can you drive me? Do you hate me? Kiki, do you love me? You know what I'm saying? They got parts. They not like us. They not like us. If he wasn't just dissing that dude, what? Like, give me another song. I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not like us, but give me like 5 Kendrick songs then. Oh yeah. I'll give you 5 Snoop songs right now. Boom, boom, boom. And 5 Dre. And the niggas I like, I can give you 5 of them. But these people nowadays, they just like what everybody like, seem like. To me.
So you said
my personal opinion.
Hey, best. So you wasn't a big fan of Not Like Us?
Oh no, that's my shit, bro. I love it. But I mean, dude, I'm not no dummy either. Like, they not like us. That was that was the best diss ever. Like, who got away? Whoever called it? Listen, nigga, if I'd have called when we had LL Cool J and Ice-T in '84, Jack the Ripper came out. No more beef. Like, nigga, Drake should have said, I'm sorry that I ever upset you, Kendrick. And then people would love him. Like, this nigga need to get on a platform and be like, yo, I just want to say this. I fucked up, and I actually like They Not Like Us. I just don't like being called a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Like, take it on the chin like Eminem. Reason Eminem great because he'll get up against a rapper in a battle and say, yeah, I'm white. I'm this, I'm that. He took all your ammo. That's what you gotta do. Control the narrative. You do that, people like you. People like you, you can get out with your skin. That's all you want to do is go home, because they will kill you. People not fucking around, bro. That whole So I'm all about the anthem. I actually love Drake's music. Some of it, like the songs that I like, I think they're the Drake songs I like are to me some of my favorite songs. You feel me? Like I don't like all this shit. I heard him rapping with a Spanish accent or something. I don't know if that's even real. I saw a dude post something and they were making a joke. Is that a real record where he's
It
like,
might have been AI. It might have been
huh?
AI. It
No,
might have
that
been
was
AI.
him.
Was
No,
it
that was him.
really?
Damn that. It was him because he would do some shit
It's a
like
record,
that.
huh?
He would do it. Like, I know he did it. I'm
That
gonna go
shit
find
trash,
it.
bro. I like your word, Smash. It's trash.
It's straight
I'm gonna
trash.
say that. That was trash. And I don't be disrespecting, but what the fuck with the accent, dude? You not Latin. That's disrespectful. You sound like you making fun of people with that accent, homie. Like, that's fucked up. Speak it, rap it in Spanish. You gonna have an accent, nigga. They gonna hear you like, this is a Canadian rapping in Spanish. You hear him? Check this out, buddy. Look, Drake. So,
that shit.
yeah, but like, I like the new music. I like, La Russell. I like, what's that kid's name? Start with a K. What's that? My daughter love this nigga.
That Black?
I know him. My other daughter loved him. When he first came out, the kids loved that dude. He was SoundCloud. Him and what's that other little nigga? Lil Durk. Huh?
Lil Durk?
Yeah, them niggas came up off of SoundCloud. And them kids, they had like a movement. Like it was, if you didn't like that shit, you was getting beat up. There was a mob.
Yeah.
All that little, especially in LA, it's like a whole undercurrent. They was young, like back then when that shit was popping, they was like 13, 14. They on bikes and shit and skateboards. They gonna fuck you up if you don't like Kodak Black. Say something about You ever notice that they got these groups like the Ariana Grande followers, the Beyonce, they got a name, Beehive, Swifties. That's a certain age group, bro. Right. I love speaking with knowledgeable people. Those people are brainwashed and they are cultish about their shit. Even some of Drake's followers, they'll bash the fuck out of you online. Like, say the wrong thing and you got 800 fucking comments. Negative. You didn't think you could get that much negative energy and shit.
Drake definitely got that. Cold following.
Oh, like academics, that motherfucker, his following, the people that like him, spewing negativity for power.
Yeah, academic, he's a real piece of shit.
Yeah, that thing, that.
Yeah.
I concur. I'll let them figure out what that means.
I only say that because he don't have a topic that's too messy that he just won't mess with. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like people's families and wives, like that should be off limits to most real niggas. But him, he's over there talking about, oh, that's for people's marriages, man. That woman ain't did nothing to nobody. Why are you always talking about, your husband cheating on you? Like that shit is corny. That was the most ass shit in the world, man. Then he did that other shit, pedophile shit. So
that's none of his business, bro. You should stay out of other people's business, bro. That shit's gonna come back in spades. Hey, man, hey, it's a thing called karma. Do y'all know what the word karma actually translates out to? Boomerang. If a motherfucker told you it was a boomerang law, you would be more apt to think about that shit than hearing karma is like, whatever the fuck, who cares? But if I say this, it's gonna boomerang back and smack me. You ever throw a boomerang and you throw it wrong, that shit gonna fuck you up the head. Clack. Oh, that's karma. So put out good shit so when it smack you, feel good. It ain't fucked up. That's it.
Yeah.
Karma coming. Keep your karma positive going out. It's coming back. But I tell you, man, as far as academics and Vlad and all those kind of shock mouther kind of guys, like I'll never speak to any of those guys. Vlad TV will never get me on his show ever. And I love feds. I don't want to even say he's a fed because I like the feds. You ain't no fed because like if you really think about it for real, if niggas pulled out guns and the feds was out there, I'm gonna stand behind them because they not gonna miss. They train. Fuck is what's wrong with people, bro. These guys, bro, you don't get in a gunfight with a gunsmith. You just don't. I be telling people I don't argue with people anymore because I believe that everybody's right. Remember I told you we all got our own shit. We live in our own universe, bro. If it's not us, then what? Like we just said. So whatever you believe, that's really, I could be telling you whatever. The fool we hang up, fuck that nigga, man. I know what I know. Boom. Or whatever. Or me. You know what I mean? Or anybody. So it's about being the best of you that you can be in your space. And another secret I'm gonna tell y'all ever notice, like in y'all's areas right now, whatever you're looking at outside of the camera, around and shit, like I got a gang of shit on my table and shit, right? So if you clean better, you ever notice that your mind feels clear? You ever notice that? That's because this shit we're looking at is the inside of your brain. Literally, like close your eyes, you won't see it. What else you gonna see, bro? This is in your brain. We are inside of our heads.
That's why your parents always told you to clean your room.
And you think better, you sleep better, but you
Yep.
clean your space. But that's just part of it. That's why I say it's physical and metaphysical. It's physical and spiritual. Clean the space. You had $1 million idea, you just got rich, you moved. You know what I'm saying? Like it's magic. You had to use words to translate it out to dollars. Just like people have trouble believing in alternate realities and shit, right? Until they did quantum computing. Now that we know that anytime you say AI, it's the result of a quantum computer. And so AI is an everyday language now. Quantum computing is an everyday language. That means that quantum computer operates in multiple realities, not just where we are. Another place where it's sending out information and getting it back. Ask me how the fuck they do that. How the fuck do they do that? Bro, I've always believed in other realities. I always felt like deja vu was when you're very close to the person that's in the near reality to you. Like they just went in a room and you came right behind them. They walked through you because it's all in the same space. It's only one Earth, but they shift by time. If you understand science, you know that you can have a second after us can be an entirely new, or before us can be an entirely different world. Like it's offset. It's like when you do a beat, you got your kick, your snare. You offset the snare, it can be fucked up to the kick. You know what I'm saying? But it's offset and it's on its own pattern. That's what happens with these realities. I don't know if it's people in them. I don't know what the fuck, but I know that they out there. Next thing to do, since they can compute in them, is to create a device like this so we can see in there what they doing over there. You imagine turning on some shit like this and you see yourself doing different shit.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, they make movies about them. So why wouldn't it? Where are they getting those ideas from if they're not present somewhere?
Somewhere, but it can be lots of somewheres, and they know how to reach into other somewheres or some wins. Weird. Not in our time stream. Time is a different thing. What we call time is not what time is. You know, you ever notice it's always now. It's never yesterday. It's never tomorrow. It's always right now. And when you go to sleep, you're not in the now, you're asleep. You don't know where you are, but when you wake up, it's now. It may be tomorrow now that became the day, but it's always now. So deal with now. Fuck tomorrow and yesterday. If you take care of now all the time, you will be fine. Your yesterday will be the now that you just took care of properly every time you go forward. It's here, man. Everything that we do is in here, bro. I remember this dude said, I don't believe the Bible because it's man wrote it. I laughed. Like, who else is supposed to write it, bro? We need to read it. Like, who the fuck was gonna write it? Monkeys? Like birds? Like, who gonna write it? That's the same shit with nobody want to hear God. He's scary as hell. So he said Jesus. He's like, I gotta be like them and then talk to them on their level. So cool. I'm not afraid to talk to him, but that burning bush thing that Moses will come down from and his face was disfigured to where he had to wear a cloth, I'm cool. I do not want to meet God that bad to come back down all fucked up.
So being that you said people wrote it, why doesn't that turn you off? Like, what are you trying to say about it?
People write everything. Everything we've ever read was written by a people. Everything we've ever done was given by a people. Everything on this earth is done by a people. Why are we going to say the Bible needs to be done by something else? We're people. And can't nobody else do it. God ain't going to come down here and write no Bible. He had us do it.
So that people should embrace that is man-made.
You damn right. That's what I'm saying. Because there's only man.
Down. So just history being passed down. Seeing through life through their eyes, the people of that time.
And I believe that it's the word of God, so we couldn't fuck it up if we wanted to. Just write this down. Try to fuck it up. And then the curse in the Bible is it. Take some words out, take it out your life. Add some words, add plagues to your life. Don't fuck with the Bible. Now, there's people who have taken words out and added words and changed words in different versions of the Bible. And if you look at some of the things that have happened to those people in their life, there are plagues. That shit ain't no joke, bro. Everything is real. And whatever you done heard is real. Somebody saw it. I don't care if it's vampires. They seen somebody drinking blood out of somebody's neck and run off and jump over the fence. They could have been on PCP or gassed up or can jump super high. Whatever, that shit's real. Like, I seen niggas on PCP lift up cars, nigga. This shit is real. So, like, the hood, y'all done seen some shit in the hood? Come on. You done seen something crazy.
Pretty amazing.
And so, we can be that way positively. We can be amazing. And I try to do that with music. I'm trying to teach these kids. So, I produced with these labels. The songs that I worked on would be Doggy Dog World on Snoop's Doggy Style. And I'm also on Who Am I? I'm the talk box voice on that. The the dog pounds in the house. That's me. I made that shit up. And then I produced a song called Straight on Death Row and the Chronic. I mixed the Chronic album. I introduced Dre to the type of mixer to use. So it's different. Remember I told you a shit you don't see? So like his sound changed when he met me and he started winning awards because I introduced him to a different sound, way to do sound. And I got him on the SSL mixer. He got one in his fucking house, cost $4 million. That's how much of influence I had. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, they should give me a cut. It's a sell, but you know, it is what it is. So I worked with Tupac. I played on California Love. I played keyboards on that. You know, so I produced other people, Exhibit, Sophia, rest in peace. I was out in with Rap a Lot, working with CJ Mack, hanging with Scarface and Bushwick Bill. Bushwick is on my record, Stranded on Death Row. So, you know, I've been around a while, produced LL Cool J. So, you know, I've done some stuff. I got some plaques.
I see. What plaques is on your wall right there?
You see this one right here, probably the most interesting one.
The Chronic. Multi-platinum.
Yeah, I just get a single one. This 4 million, 4 million, 2 million, 2 million. They all multi. I keep the multi, these ones in my workspace. This is my first one.
Breaking.
4 million.
What's your fondest iced tea memory that you have?
Man, let me tell you, when we made Reckless, I had made the beat and shit and all that, and he came, I call him Ice. I'll give you 1,500, come down and rap. Now, this is 1983, bro. 84. That's like 15,000 back there. So I was like, I'll give you 1,500, come down and, you know, blah, blah. He said, cool. He came down, studio, took him 15 minutes to write that shit, laid it. Nigga's so dope. Voice was perfect. We got that shit in, perfect. So we were doing it. We were on a deadline because of the movie release, and they wanted it for the soundtrack to release it. They were waiting for us so they could press it. So they was trying to come to the studio. So Ice was like, fuck that. No. I was like, what the white people gonna do? Tell us how to make a hip hop beat. They didn't even call it, it wasn't hip hop, but it was, do Ice-T's name credits on Breaking a Rap Talker. My credit, not DJ, Scratcher.
That's the name on it?
They got Chris the Glove, Scratcher. So, I mean, that's like a fluffer, right? Or no? He's laughing. I know you know. I was like, what is that? So anyway, they didn't know. They didn't. It's our world. They don't know what the fuck we're doing. So we was like, nah, they can't come. And Ice-T goes, wait, they on the phone, right? We got a white boy that's the engineer, Dave Storrs. So he's like, Dave, tell them we hungry. We want some chicken. So he said, Dave was like hesitant. He said, tell them we want some damn chicken. So he said, they want chicken. KFC, bring us a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken and a strawberry soda. It's 5 a.m, right? So we laugh and we hang up. They come to the door. Boom, boom, boom. Dave Storrs come back. They got the chicken. I'm like, where the fuck they get a bucket of chicken at 6 a.m? He said, should I let them in? I say, they got the soda? He said, yeah. He said, grab the soda. He grabbed the soda. He said, close the motherfucking door. Let's go. That shit was so dope, bro, because like I was in charge of the session, but I was like, I really didn't, he taught me to stand up to the label like that. Like right then, he was like, fuck that. Where they at? Nah, they can't come up here. I was like, yeah. Yeah, remember that shit? We gonna whoop your ass. Yeah. That was me like a motherfucker, but I was in front. Like, yeah. So, yeah, that. And then, I tell you another thing, man. That nigga Ice, me and him had a conversation. I made this memory I'll never forget. They film a lot of movies at this place called the Park Plaza Hotel in LA here. And it's, I just seen the Arrow was there. They so it was where they did The Shining, where they coming down the big staircase. You know that? Okay, yeah. So that was right next to a place called Otis Parsons Institute, which is a all-girls fashion school, right? So me and Ice used to, that's right around the corner from radio too. So Ice motherfucking ass, it's no guys allowed in this bitch, right? Me and Ice are sitting in the lobby they had like a lounge, couches and shit, fireplace. We sitting in there waiting on some bitches, right? I'm thinking to myself, this guy is so fucking cool. How did we get in here? How are we sitting in here? This is the dopest shit ever. And this starts to tell me a story because the chicks, right? So he's like, look, Glove, I've been doing, this nigga is not even 30, right? We gotta be, I'm 21. So he's 25, 26. This nigga's telling me, hey, man, I'm wild, nigga. I need a bitch to blow Ice Cube up my ass or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like as a joke, right? And I'm like, I'm sitting there going, Ice Cube. Like, I'm just like, he is the biggest fucking celebrity I had ever met. But I watched him become the celebrity. Like, it was weird. He always been this dude who he is now.
Wow.
Always, bro. When I met this dude, okay, so this is how I got my name, Chris the Glove. I go tell these people I deliver the speakers, I'm bringing the speakers. They say, you DJ? The two owners come out, two white boys, New York out, B-boy, the belt buckles, hats, all that shit. Laces, fat. Hey, so you a DJ? Yeah, what's your DJ name? DJ Chris. They laugh. We'll have a name for you. We got a marquee. So I show up at 11. You play at 11. It said 11 p.m. the Glove. So I said, I'm the Glove. So I go, I'm DJing. So this dude jump up on the mic and tell people they got him with a card, the drink special, whatever. Then he starts still talking, but it's rhythmic. So I'm noticing he rapping. So I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna keep the beat instrumental because he was talking over the music. So let me keep that going. Then I start breaking it down, put a drum breakdown, stopping it. And so we became like an act. And we would do that every week, right? When I pulled up there, we both started the same night. I thought he had been there. He thought I had been there. We met on stage doing that. We met performing.
How long did that last?
I introduced myself with a chicka 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 poo. You know what I'm saying? That's how we met. And those are my Ice-T fondest that I could tell you.
How long were you guys doing that for?
Radio, we started that in '83. It culminated with the movie. in '84. We did that for about a year and a half, maybe. Like we ended up on the cover of Calendar magazine in LA. We was in all kind of, we got in the Norma Kamali video. I did the Shaka Khan video, all kind of shit, all #1 shit that we were doing because of this. It was crazy. So, but it was a fun time. Y'all smoke that motherfucker? Am I tripping? Hold up. Y'all see me smoke 2 blunts? I must have.
Think so.
Yeah, I think I did. I gotta roll something up. All right then, man. So look, y'all can find me on my social media at Chris the Glove Taylor Instagram, and Chris the Glove everywhere else. But anybody that's really like, my music is a collectible. I'm gonna do it on vinyl, and I like to do like art gallery type shit, 20, 30 people. You know what I mean? I'm not selling out the Staples Center, but I'm gonna do this. This shit finna be a blast. Red shirt freshman, y'all. But yeah, I gotta tap out, man. I hope y'all got some information from me. I know I didn't break it all down, but we can do a part 2.
We'll do definitely a part 2. Definitely
one more thing, Glove. I need you to say shout out to the real, highly dysfunctional.
Real.
Shout out to the real, highly dysfunctional.
Shout out to the real, highly dysfunctional.
Shout out to the real. Chad the Saga, Chris the Glove Taylor. It's not about East or West. It's about niggas and bitches, riders and punks. Which side are you on? Shout out to the real. Shout out to the fake. Shout out to that nosy snitch. He better
stay in our place.
I love this shit.
Hey. Thank you again, Cleve, for blessing us.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome, bro.
We'll see you guys again next week, same time, or maybe a different time, but the same Tuesday.
Same time, we can knock it out.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's put it on the calendar,
Part
bro.
Part two.
Get in line.
Get some questions.
Let's go. Well, listen, man, you stole the show, man.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I do,
Thank
man. Y'all take care, man.
Good
Love
time.
y'all, brother.
Salute.
I'll see you next week.
Yep.